Welcome to Practical Philosophy, a space where we delve deep into the mysteries of existence and explore profound truths that transform the way we see ourselves and the world. Have you ever felt the world pause for a moment, as if time itself held its breath and the very fabric of your reality shifted? It's a sensation that goes beyond words, a fleeting moment when everything seems to dissolve into stillness, leaving you face to face with something vast and unknowable. Perhaps it comes as a sudden wave of clarity or a subtle whisper that lingers in the back of your mind, urging you to look deeper. Emotionally, it might feel like a mixture of awe and unease, as if the foundation of your understanding is being gently but irrevocably shaken. Psychologically, it's a moment that disrupts the rhythm of your thoughts, forcing you to confront questions you've long ignored. These moments, though fleeting, have the power to open a doorway to transformation. Imagine standing on the edge of an immense, ancient forest, its towering trees stretching into the horizon, their branches whispering secrets only the brave can hear. You're hesitant yet irresistibly drawn forward, caught between the pull of the unknown and the comfort of the familiar. This is the essence of spiritual awakening. It's not a straight road paved with clear instructions or a checklist of accomplishments. Instead, it defies structure, unfolding more like a winding river, twisting and turning unpredictably. One moment you might feel as though you've reached clarity, only to be swept into unexpected currents of self-discovery. Imagine climbing a mountain where the peak is hidden by clouds. Every step reveals new terrain, but the journey is never linear. For some, the path involves moments of profound joy followed by periods of confusion, while for others, it's a quiet, slow unfolding that spans years. This non-linear nature is what makes awakening deeply personal and transformative, challenging the mind to release control and embrace the flow of the unknown. Instead, it's an intricate story, alive and evolving, unique to each of us. Like a spiral, it twists, pauses, and sometimes loops back, carrying us deeper with every turn. For some, it begins as a gentle murmur, like a breeze brushing softly against their spirit. For others, it arrives as a thunderous upheaval, shaking them to the core and demanding change. Yet, no matter how it begins, the journey beckons, offering transformation to those willing to step forward into its depths. When you begin this journey, it feels as if you've stumbled upon a hidden doorway, one that has always existed but was concealed beneath the relentless noise of the mundane. This doorway shimmers faintly, as if waiting for the exact moment when you're ready to perceive it. Its frame seems to pulse with a soft, otherworldly glow, hinting at the mysteries beyond. This is not just a threshold, but a portal to a realm of boundless potential, where every step forward reveals a mosaic of truths long obscured. The doorway symbolizes both an invitation and a challenge, asking you to leave behind the comfort of the known and embrace the exhilarating, sometimes disorienting, beauty of rediscovery. This doorway is not merely a threshold. It is an invitation to rediscover the essence of life itself. As you step through, the world transforms into a mosaic of vibrant sensations, a realm where time slows, colors become richer, and the mundane reveals its extraordinary depth and interconnectedness. Every step forward feels like peeling back the layers of existence, uncovering truths that have always been there but were obscured by the chaos of everyday life. This awakening is not merely an experience. It is a profound shift in perception that redefines your relationship with reality. But here's the truth that many overlook. Spiritual awakening isn't the final destination. It's the prologue to an intricate, unfolding narrative, a story that doesn't just invite you to explore the boundless potential within, but also challenges you to confront the layers of your own limitations. This narrative stretches across the infinite, daring you to embrace truths that lie beyond the reach of conventional understanding. It is the opening chapter of a grand epic, woven not just with threads of transformation and connection, but with the courage to surrender to the unknown. Each step forward reshapes your understanding of existence, revealing new dimensions of love, life, and the eternal mysteries that govern the universe. This is not a conclusion but an initiation, a profound beckoning to step boldly into the infinite, where every question births 1,000 answers and every answer deepens the mystery itself. At first, awakening feels like an earthquake within the soul, a seismic shift that topples the carefully constructed walls of your identity and beliefs. The aftershocks ripple through every aspect of your life, shaking your daily routines, relationships, and perceptions to their core. You might find yourself questioning long-held values or feeling disconnected from people who once felt essential to your world. Simple conversations may suddenly feel shallow, and the roles you played, whether as a partner, friend, or professional, begin to feel misaligned. This disruption isn't merely chaotic, it's transformative, breaking down what no longer serves you and creating space for deeper connections, more meaningful pursuits, and a life built on authenticity rather than illusion. It is as if the very foundation of your existence begins to crack, revealing the fragile illusions that once seemed so steadfast. The mind, caught in a whirlwind of confusion, scrambles to make sense of a reality that no longer fits the old patterns. In this moment of disarray, profound questions erupt, not as gentle musings but as insistent demands. Who am I, truly? And what is the purpose of all this? These questions, far from being burdens, act as the keys to an inner treasure chest long forgotten. They penetrate the deepest layers of your being, planting seeds of transformation that promise to blossom into something unimaginable. This upheaval is not a mere destruction of the old. It is a sacred clearing. It sweeps away what no longer serves, creating fertile ground for the extraordinary to take root and flourish within the uncharted depths of your soul. In this raw and fertile space, you come face to face with both the fragility and infinite potential of your existence. In the beginning, we exist in a haze of unconsciousness, tangled in the intricate web spun by the ego. This haze feels like moving through life on autopilot, where each day blends into the next without clarity or intention. It manifests in everyday behaviors, chasing external validation, reacting impulsively to emotions, or clinging to routines that feel safe but uninspired. You might find yourself seeking fulfillment in material possessions, social status, or fleeting pleasures, only to feel an underlying emptiness. The ego whispers reassuring lies, convincing you that this is all there is, while subtly chaining you to a narrative that limits your potential. It's a foggy state of disconnection, where the deeper truths of existence remain hidden behind the veil of survival and societal expectations, waiting for the light of awareness to break through. It's not an inherently malicious force, but one born of survival, a misunderstood mechanism that clings desperately to roles, labels, and narratives to construct a sense of identity. The ego softly murmurs, "This is who you are," as it crafts a narrative from fragments of gender, age, culture, and past experiences. It's a voice that offers comfort in its predictability, reassuring you that the familiar confines it creates are a safe haven. Yet, this same voice chains you, convincing you that life is but a series of reactions, a script already written where your role has been assigned. The ego fosters the illusion of separateness, separate from others, from the vast interconnectedness of the world, and even from the true essence of who you are. It's akin to donning a mask for so long that not only do you forget the face beneath, but you start believing the mask is all you've ever been. Beneath this mask lies an infinite depth waiting to be rediscovered, yearning for the light of awareness to pierce through the veils of illusion. But then, something profound stirs within you. It could arrive as a sudden, life-altering event that shatters the illusion of normalcy. Or perhaps it's a quiet, almost imperceptible moment, a fleeting reflection, or a persistent sense of dissatisfaction that refuses to be ignored. This is the spark of awakening. It's not loud or demanding. It's subtle, like the first glimmer of dawn breaking through a darkened sky. It's the crack in the facade that lets in a glimpse of light, hinting at a greater truth just beyond your reach. Yet, this path is anything but straightforward. Awakening is often accompanied by discomfort, even pain, as the ego grips tightly to what it knows. It resists the pull of the unknown, clinging desperately to the familiar, afraid of dissolving into a vast and uncharted territory where its influence begins to fade. This resistance can feel overwhelming, but it's also the beginning of something extraordinary, a journey into the depths of your true self. As the journey deepens, the concept of ego death emerges, a threshold that is both liberating and profoundly unsettling. Imagine standing before a mirror, watching as your reflection disintegrates, piece by piece, into nothingness. The achievements you've celebrated, the failures you've feared, the fears that have bound you, all dissolve like mist at sunrise. What remains is not the suffocating emptiness of despair, but a vast and boundless spaciousness, a fertile void that invites exploration. In this openness, you are confronted not with loss, but with infinite possibility. It's as though you've stepped into a realm where the stories you once clung to are revealed as shadows, mere echoes of a self that was never truly you. Here, in this spaciousness, lies an invitation to rediscover your essence, unburdened by the weight of the past or the expectations of the world. Ego death is not about losing yourself. It's about uncovering the self that has always been present, quietly waiting beneath the layers of conditioning and societal expectations. It is the observer self, a profound awareness that exists beyond judgment, calmly witnessing the ebb and flow of thoughts and emotions without attachment. This realization is both humbling and deeply empowering, as it unveils a truth that transforms your understanding of existence. You begin to see that the ego, the roles, labels, and narratives you clung to for a sense of identity was never the enemy. Instead, it was a well-intentioned tool, a construct that helped you navigate the world but was never meant to define you. As you release the ego from its position as master, you step into a state of freedom where you can use it as it was always intended, a servant to the higher self, not a dictator of your essence. From this place of openness, an insatiable hunger begins to stir, a yearning not for material possessions or fleeting pleasures, but for the elusive essence of truth. For some, this hunger manifests as a deep dive into art, where painting, writing, or music becomes a medium to express the inexpressible. For others, it emerges as a longing to reconnect with nature, finding solace in the quiet wisdom of forests, mountains, and oceans. Many turn to meditation, contemplation, or spiritual practices, seeking moments of stillness where the vastness of existence can be glimpsed. This hunger is universal, touching every soul differently, yet it always leads toward the same profound desire to uncover the deeper layers of reality and the truth within. This is the search, a relentless pursuit of the answers to life's most profound questions. Who am I beyond this physical form? What is my purpose in this vast tapestry of existence? And what lies at the heart of reality itself? The search is at once exhilarating and deeply demanding, like traversing a labyrinth where each twist and turn offers both insights and uncertainties. You are drawn to the wisdom of ancient texts, teachings of spiritual guides, and the practices of those who have journeyed before you. Books become portals, conversations feel like revelations, and the act of meditation transforms into a sacred refuge, a still point where you brush against the infinite and sense its boundless presence. It is a quest that consumes you, not with desperation, but with an electric sense of possibility, as though the very universe is inviting you to uncover its hidden secrets within yourself. But the search is not without its challenges. Doubts creep in like shadows, whispering fears that the answers may remain forever elusive. These moments of uncertainty can feel like stumbling in the dark, yet they are an integral part of the journey. With each tentative step forward, the darkness begins to give way to light. Insights surface, not as abstract ideas or fleeting thoughts, but as profound, lived experiences that resonate deeply within your being. You begin to perceive the interconnectedness of all things, a vast and intricate web where every thread is essential, every connection meaningful. The veil that once obscured your vision is gently lifted, revealing a reality that is breathtakingly intricate and deeply alive. It's as though the universe, in its infinite wisdom, was patiently waiting for you to open your eyes and truly see it for the first time. As this understanding deepens, a new phase unfolds, the emergence of the authentic self, It's not about transforming into someone new. It's about peeling back the layers to reveal the person you were always meant to be, before the weight of expectations and societal pressures shaped you into something else. The masks you once wore, to fit in, to please others, to protect yourself, begin to fall away. With each layer shed, there is both a lightness and a rawness, a feeling of stepping into the world unguarded, but also unbound. This newfound authenticity demands courage, for honoring your truth often means walking paths that others might not understand. Old habits, relationships, and pursuits that once seemed integral now feel misaligned, and letting them go can feel like a loss. Yet, this shedding is not just liberating, it's transformative. It clears the clutter, making space for a life that resonates deeply with your soul. In this space, you begin to hear your own voice, clear, unfiltered, and profoundly true. And with that voice comes the courage to live unapologetically, to create a life that feels both genuine and aligned. In this stage, life becomes an intricate dance of paradoxes. There are moments when profound joy and deep gratitude flood your heart. Yet these are often accompanied by waves of grief and uncertainty. It is as though the light and shadow of existence intertwine, each illuminating the other. Old wounds, long buried, resurface not as cruel reminders but as gifts, opportunities to heal at levels you never imagined possible. These moments of rediscovery remind you that growth is not a straight path to the summit, but a beautiful, spiraling journey. With each turn of the spiral, familiar lessons reappear, but now they reveal new layers of meaning and invite deeper understanding. The emergence of the authentic self is not the conclusion of the journey. It is the opening of a gateway. It beckons you to step forward into a life lived in harmony with your highest truth, where every experience becomes a chance to align more fully with the essence of who you are. And then, something remarkable unfolds. The search begins to quiet, not as an abandonment, but as a gentle settling into what has always been within you. The need for external validation or the pursuit of spiritual highs diminishes, replaced by a profound stillness. This is the essence of alignment. It's not about striving for perfection or achieving some unattainable ideal. Instead, it's about fully embracing the totality of your humanity, the light that guides you, the shadows that challenge you, the joy that uplifts you, and the sorrow that deepens your understanding. In this state, you no longer see nature as a backdrop, but as a living, breathing force that vibrates with the same energy as your own being. The rustling leaves, the flowing rivers, the whisper of the wind, everything feels alive in ways you never noticed before. Relationships take on a new depth, no longer weighed down by pretense or fear. Instead, they are rooted in authenticity, compassion, and an understanding that transcends words. You find yourself not seeking connections, but being a vessel through which genuine connection naturally flows. But here's where the journey takes an unexpected turn. Just as you begin to settle into this new way of being, the signs and synchronicities that once illuminated your path start to fade. The universe, which once spoke to you in whispers and echoes, now grows quiet. This silence can feel unsettling, even disorienting, like standing in a room where the vibrant music has suddenly stopped. You might find yourself questioning, have I lost my connection to the divine? But the truth is far more profound. The silence is not a loss, but a testament to your growth. It's a sign of integration, a shift from seeking external validation to embodying inner wisdom. The magic hasn't vanished. It has woven itself into the fabric of your being. You no longer need the universe to shout because the answers you once sought are now a quiet, steady rhythm within you. This stillness, though subtle, holds a power that words cannot capture. It is the mark of having truly come home to yourself. Your body, too, undergoes profound changes, as though it is realigning itself to harmonize with the new frequency of your spirit. It's a recalibration process that touches every aspect of your physical being. You may find your diet shifting toward foods that feel nourishing in ways beyond the physical, foods that resonate with the energy you now carry. Sleep patterns may fluctuate, with periods of deep rest interspersed with nights of vivid dreams that feel more like journeys than simple slumber. Even your physical appearance might subtly shift, as if your body is shedding the old and stepping into a more vibrant expression of your essence. Old aches, once thought to be permanent, may resurface, not as hindrances but as echoes of energy asking to be released. Emotional wounds buried deep within might rise to the surface, presenting themselves as opportunities for profound healing. This process, though often slow and at times uncomfortable, is a testament to the extraordinary transformation occurring at every level of your being. It's a reminder that growth and healing are not just spiritual phenomena, but holistic ones, where body, mind, and soul unite in their evolution. As your vibration evolves, you may find yourself feeling increasingly disconnected from people, environments, and routines that once seemed integral to your life. It's as if the familiar fabric of your world begins to fray, leaving you in a space that feels both isolating and transformative. This disconnection, while uncomfortable, is a necessary part of growth. It creates a sacred pause, a moment for you to step back and allow space for what is yet to come. Slowly, you begin to notice the emergence of new connections, people and experiences that align effortlessly with your higher self. These relationships are unlike anything you've known before. They resonate on a soul level, bypassing superficiality and diving straight into mutual understanding and authenticity. Such connections are not about filling a void, but about shared evolution, where mutual growth and support become the foundation of something deeply meaningful. In these moments, you realize that the loneliness of disconnection was not an end, but the clearing of space for a deeper, more aligned way of being. Through it all, a new purpose emerges, but it doesn't come with the urgency of chasing or striving. Instead, this purpose is born from a quiet yet undeniable realization that your life is no longer about external validation or achieving milestones dictated by societal norms. Previously, motivations might have been fueled by the desire for success, recognition, or approval. Now, they are replaced by a profound pull toward meaningful service and authentic self-expression. For instance, where you once sought career achievements as a measure of worth, you now find fulfillment in guiding others, sharing wisdom, or creating something that uplifts the world. This shift isn't forced, it's organic, unfolding naturally as you align with your highest truth. It's a transformation from striving to simply being, where your actions are not driven by fear or ego, but by a deep sense of connection and purpose. Instead, it rises gently, like the morning sun illuminating a path you were always meant to walk. You feel a deep and undeniable pull toward service, not as an obligation but as a natural extension of the transformation you've undergone. This purpose feels like an offering, a gift born of your own experiences and growth, meant to uplift and inspire others. It's not something to pursue frantically, rather, it unfolds gracefully, like a river carving its course through the landscape, guided by an unseen hand. You don't have to shout or declare your purpose. You embody it in every action, every word, every presence. You become not just a teacher or a guide, but a living testament to the power of alignment, an example of what it means to live authentically, connected to both yourself and the greater whole.